Kingston and McMinn Central don't share a region anymore. They don't have to play anymore. But why get rid of something this fun? A field goal's been the difference the last two times these teams opposed each other on the gridiron. On September 30th, 2022, the game was held on this field. The Yellow Jackets took a 14-10 lead with just over half of the fourth quarter remaining on a Kane Ladd touchdown run from 3 yards out. The defense had held the Chargers to about 200 yards of offense up to that point and had forced 4 turnovers. It looked like Brian Pankey's team was going to win the defensive struggle, but that's not what happened. The Chargers got into the end zone with 37 seconds left to secure the 17-14 victory. Kingston sought revenge on October 13th, 2023 in Inglewood, and they got off to a good start by scoring first. However, the Chargers charged back, reaching pay dirt 3 times to take a 21-7 lead into the break. Speaking of breaks, one of General Robert Nealon's famed maxims states that if at first the breaks don't go your way, put on more steam. That's what the Yellow Jackets did by putting 2 7s on the board to knot it up. The defense then held McMinn Central to a field goal before scoring another touchdown to take the 28-24 lead early in the fourth quarter. Kingston had the momentum and the lead in that final period. That sounds familiar. The Chargers defense came up big, forcing a 3-and-out with the ball at their opponent's 5-yard line. The ensuing punt went just 29 yards. On the very next play, with 2:49 left in the game, Aiden Plemons threw a 34-yard touchdown pass to give his team a 3-point lead that would end up as the final score. See what I mean when I say this game is fun? What will it hold for us this time around? We'll find out soon on tonight's Game of the Week, brought to you by OEB Law. Day or night, 24/7, they'll be there to answer and give you a free consultation and get to work on your case immediately. Call 865-546-1111 or visit that website, reckontoacheck.com. That is OEB Law. I'm Aaron Harvey with the only Dan Shoemaker in existence that I know about, at least. Coach, historically speaking, even though there have only been 24 total meetings, this has been a pretty good series. Lots of close games. I mean, I maybe could have even mentioned the 2016 game on this field and Coach Pankey on the sidelines. Much like the 2 contests I did mention, Kingston had the lead in the fourth quarter but relinquished it after a 64-yard touchdown run with 6.5 left, which created the final score of 23-21. This is the kind of stuff that gives birth to rivalries.
Yeah, it really does. Rivalries are always born out of struggle. This rivalry is no different. You know, even though the district's changed, I was really glad to see this game remain on the schedule, because it's the struggle like this that you see teams build respect for each other. And these 2 teams come into this thing knowing that they will be tested, and they're going to have to play their best to be competitive tonight. Truly competitive teams like to be tested. This game will be just that, a test or perhaps a tune-up for the stretch run going into the playoffs.
Kingston gets it done on the ground. McMinn Central's racking it up through the air. Which defense can stop their offensive opposite tonight? That will be the question, as we're still about 25 minutes or so from kickoff. When we get back, we'll tell you about what's happening around the area, and we'll also preview tonight's game closer to start time on our OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually from over 700,000 patients who receive hope and healing. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. It means completing more than 400,000 appointments for wellness and primary care, and serving 107,000 heart patients, along with those who their hearts beat for. It means providing 24,000 cancer patients with life-saving treatments and welcoming 8,000 babies into the world each year. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
Welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week with Coach Dan Shoemaker. I'm Aaron Harvey. Last night, Anderson County had its biggest test so far, taking on the two-time defending 5A state champion West Rebels on Rivalry Thursday. The game lived up to the billing for the second straight year. West got out to a 17-0 lead, but with under 2 minutes remaining in the first half, Trent Strickland made a Sports Center-worthy one-handed catch on a 40-yard touchdown pass and had a pick six on the very next drive to make it a 17-14 West tilt. They say basketball is a game of runs, but you don't see that too often in football. Well, this game had the runs, and I'm not talking about the kind you take Pepto for. West started by scoring 17 straight. Anderson County answered by scoring 27 straight, but the Rebels had a run of their own, scoring 13 straight, scoring the final three with just 36 seconds left of the game to give West the 30-27 win. What a game.
Yeah, Aaron, you're right. That was a game of streaks, scoring streaks. I think both teams have the ability to make those deep playoff runs we're talking about, maybe even go to Chattanooga for the championship. West started that game and got out to a 17-point lead. A lot of teams would fold the tents at that point, but not Anderson County. They responded, went on their own scoring streak. We saw plays on offense. We saw plays on defense. We saw coaching strategy decisions and how those played out. At the end, West went for it on 4th and 3 with around 2 minutes to go. Instead of kicking the 39-yard field goal, then ended up kicking a shorter field goal, leaving Anderson County with like 36 seconds and no timeouts. As the Washington Redskins quarterback from my youth, Billy Kilmer, used to say, AC didn't get beat, they ran out of time. That was a great high school football game.
Certainly was. Another team in Anderson County, Oak Ridge, was on a 4-game winning streak when the Wildcats took on probable future region foe Farragut on Friday. There hasn't been much admirable about the Admiral win-loss record this season. In Coach Jeff Courtney's first year, his team has lost 5 games by an average of right at 24 points per game. I feel like Oak Ridge should have coasted in this game, but that's not what happened. Them Admirals took a huge lead early and never looked back. Well, tonight the Wildcats can make Farragut happy for a second week in a row by beating their fiercest rival, Bearden. The Bulldogs have battled injuries, but still have only recorded losses against teams expected to be in the hunt for state titles this year. Bearden is another team that will probably be a region opponent for the Wildcats next season, which is honestly good for football. You know why? These two programs have played the last 3 seasons, with Bearden winning all 3 by 5 points, 4 points, and 4 points. Which Oak Ridge shows up? The one capable of beating Bearden, or the one who lost handily to Farragut?
You know, we've seen Oak Ridge at its best when they beat Clinton. You know, strong second half performance there. And we've seen Oak Ridge struggle against Powell. They came out really well the first quarter and then went cold for the rest of the game. In both of those contests, there were times that the Wildcats looked like world beaters. and then there were times that they really seemed out of sync. Last week was a shock to a lot of people, including me. That's why you play the game. Sometimes the outcome is totally different than what you expect. Bearden, on the other hand, has looked strong throughout the season. Playing in some close games and coming out on top, the only real stumbling blocks were Alcoa, Anderson County, and Maryville. But those teams have made a lot of folks stumble this year. Both teams come in scoring right at 30 points a game. I think the better defense wins tonight. On paper, that looks like it may be Oak Ridge, but we'll just have to play the game to see how it comes out.
That's right. We'll see. We'll keep an update on that score for sure. Maryville has a chance to secure its first region title since all the way back in 2022. Please note the attempt at humor there. Before a shocking 2023, you had to go all the way back to the 90s to get to a season the Rebels didn't get to hang a region title banner. I mean, the classic rock station in town would call the hits from back then classic rock now.
Classic rock.
Yeah, around that time that streak started, you may recall a track covered by the band Presidents of the United States of America. It was called Cleveland Rocks. They used it as a theme song for the Drew Carey show. I don't know if you watched that show.
I remember that show.
It's a great song that the Presidents of the United States of America covered. Well, the Blue Raiders stand in the way of Maryville's streak tonight in Blount County. So does Cleveland rock, or does Maryville rock Cleveland?
Well, you know, I said last week, Aaron, that the Rebels of Maryville seem to be on a mission this year. I believe that is still the case tonight. Maryville has scored 289 points this year, and they've only given up 66.
Wow.
That's a tremendous number to me. On average, they're scoring over 41 points a game and allowing less than 10. That 31-point differential is not difficult to understand. Cleveland comes in with 2 losses, one to Bearden, one to Charlotte Christian. Both of those are great teams. Neither of those are really a slouch, but I think the Rebels will be too strong tonight for the Blue Raiders. I think Maryville rocks Cleveland by at least 2 touchdowns.
Maryville rocks Cleveland. Maryville rocks Cleveland.
That just doesn't work.
It doesn't. No, it's awful. I'm sorry.
Lyrically weak.
I tried it on a whim. It didn't work. Sometimes you try things, they work out. Sometimes they don't. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So anyway, we got other stuff that we can preview tonight. Other games coming up, so we will do that. And then, of course, right before kickoff for our game tonight between McMinn Central and Kingston, we'll preview that game and tell you what to expect as kickoff is scheduled for 7:30. Still about 15 minutes away from that. So stick around for that. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge. New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at 8K Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks This is free to the public because of our amazing event sponsors. Bring your lawn chairs. Ring in the new year with your family and friends. Enjoy spectacular fireworks show that will light up the sky. Don't miss the grand finale, the epic T-Cat Harriman, one-of-a-kind atomic ball drop at midnight. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by Doctor and Coach Dan Shoemaker. Playoff seeding starting to take shape this late in the season. We cover teams in Region 2 Single A, and right now the likely playoff teams don't know what to expect for a Round 1 matchup. That's because Cosby, Cloudland, and North Green are all undefeated right now. That changes tonight. The Eagles of Cosby have had a great season thus far, sitting at 6-1. We're talking about a team that finished 1-9 just last year. We're talking about a team that already has the most wins it's had since 2008. We're talking about a team that will finish above 500 for only the 6th time in school history. But we're also talking about them going up against a team they haven't beaten since 2011, and no game since then has really even been close. The winner tonight will almost certainly at least host Round 1 of the playoffs. Has Cosby bridged the gap that much in year 2 under Coach Levi Cooper?
You know, you got to be amazed at what a job Coach Cooper has done there at Cosby. Turning the corner like they have shows tremendous amount of work and a lot of time, energy, and effort they've gone into that program. But the Eagles are traveling up Roan Mountain, and you guys have been to Roan Mountain.
Yeah.
That's not an easy trip to go up to Cloudland to play the Cloudland Highlanders. I'm willing to bet that game is going to be a little bit colder than what we're going to see tonight here in Kingston. This is a big region matchup, and it will bring clarity to that playoff picture in Region 1. Both these teams are similar in the points that they allow, 52 to 59 this season. Cosby is scoring over twice the number of points on offense that the Highlanders are scoring. That may be hard for the Highlanders to contain tonight. I think that the advantage probably goes to Cosby in this one.
Sticking in 1A, there's a big showdown going on tonight in South Pittsburgh. The home team Pirates will take on Chattanooga Prep in what may decide Region 3's champion. Since joining the league in 2023, Chattanooga Prep has grown in size exponentially. The new classification numbers have them competing in 3A next season, from 1A to 3A. Imagine that.
That's a jump.
That is. Right now, it almost looks like the Sentinels are the team to beat in East Tennessee. But South Pitt can shut that kind of thinking down tonight. The Pirates have come a long way from their 27-7 defeat in Oliver Springs to open the season. This is a measuring stick game for both of these teams.
You're right, Aaron. I think that this is a good test, and it's going to clear that picture up. I'm a numbers guy, and I was able to pull out an obscure stat I think that may have an impact on this one. Since the Week 1 loss to Oliver Springs, South Pittsburgh has only allowed 29 points across 6 games. That's less than 5 points a game. In that same time span, they've scored 210 points, so averaging about 35 points a game. South Pittsburgh has definitely turned the corner and figured some things out since Week 1. I know that the Chattanooga Prep team is the team to beat. They've played up, and they've played larger teams like Hickson, East Ridge, and Howard. Tonight we'll tell the tale about Region 3 to see who the top dog in that region is. I don't know if the Pirates have enough pumpkin to take down the Sentinels of Chattanooga Prep.
Yeah, so Chattanooga Prep just started playing football back in 2023. The TSSAA's like, okay, well, we'll stick you in single A, and then we'll deal with it when classification numbers come out. Well, classification, so now they're...
It's a magnet school, so they're pulling from everywhere.
Yeah, so I said playoff seeding was beginning to come together, so let's take a look at region standings right now. So we'll start with Region 2 Single A, Oliver Springs, Coalfield. Man, they've got a matchup coming up. Is that next Thursday?
Next Thursday, Rivalry Thursday.
And that will decide the region champion and the region runner-up. You got Harriman Rockwood. They just played last week. We covered that game. Harriman won that one, so they've got the upper hand for that number 3 seed, and then Rockwood sitting there with that number 4 seed. And that might be how that region ends up by the end of the year.
Yeah, Midway's are kind of on the outside looking in. They're going to need a little help.
Yeah.
Kingston family. Over the last few weeks, we lost 2 men in Kingston who made an impact on our town.
And Kingston doing a special presentation, so we'll get to that in just a moment. But Region 2 AA, you've got York Institute leading the way, Bledsoe County right under them, Polk County, then Tellico Plains, Oneida, Wartburg. Both of those teams are basically eliminated from playoff contention. So the 4 teams that will be in the playoffs are the top 4 teams in that region. York Institute has already defeated Bledsoe County. So that might be how that one ends up as well.
Very well could be. I know Tellico Plains beat Oneida last week to take command.
Yep. So we are about to do our national anthem.
Internationally acclaimed singer-songwriter Woody Wright and the Roane County High School Band plays our national anthem.
So we'll go to the field for that.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
High school marching band. We got a singer as well. Beautiful rendition.
Yeah, they did a great job with it.
So continuing on with our region standings. Region 2, 3A. Kingston, Alcoa, Union County, Austin East, and Scott High. Kind of interesting to see Kingston
leading the district.
Yeah, that's probably not going to stick. Alcoa, I've seen crazy things. I don't know that anybody in this region is touching Alcoa, though.
I would not think.
But Austin East, Union County, and Scott High, those are 3 not good teams that have an opportunity to make the playoffs. And as Brad pointed out, Austin East did win last night.
So that would give them the advantage over Scott High overall record.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yep. And I believe their matchup is week 11.
Yeah, I think so.
So Region 1, 4A, this is the one that we always look at for Anderson County. You've got Elizabethton, Greenville, they're still yet to play. Cherokee, Northview Academy, Granger, Sullivan East, and Volunteer. So you think a team like Anderson County, they're going to win their region.
Right.
And so they'll have to play the number 4 seed in Region 1. They'll win that game, and then they'll have to play the number 2 seed in this region, which is either going to be Elizabethton or Greenville.
One or two.
And that's been a tough matchup for Anderson County. But, the last few years, they've shown that, hey, we can get that win. We can continue on, as Anderson County won a state championship just a couple of years back.
Well, I think those guys know that the road to Chattanooga goes through either Elizabethton or Greenville.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of Anderson County, this is their region. Gibbs, Anderson County, tied in the region. They've still yet to play. Knox Fulton, Knox Carter, South Doyle, and Seymour. We saw Fulton earlier. We saw Carter earlier. Yes. We've seen 3 of the top 4 teams in this district. And Fulton's a team that they can mess around. They can beat somebody.
I think they've got some skills. They've got some playmakers. And anytime you've got that much speed on the field, you got a chance.
Yeah, and Carter's working with a new coaching staff, and I like some things that I saw out of them when we saw them play Anderson County. So, Region 3 4A, this is Loudon, Saudi Daisy, Red Bank, Signal Mountain. And then you got Hicks and Eastridge, Sequoia. Again, the bottom three teams, not great.
No.
But this is a tough region. And Loudon, again, making that jump from 3A to 4A. They're one of the smallest 4A schools, but they've really held their own. As you can see here, they're still undefeated, 8-0. And they are leading this region right now. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, we saw them a couple of weeks ago, and they really, Coach Herrick, his staff do a great job. They were impressive.
Yeah. Region 2 5A, Powell leading that, but they've still yet to play West. And that's going to be a great game like it always is.
Yes.
To decide that region.
Absolutely.
Region 3 5A, Lenoir City and Oak Ridge, they still have yet to play. Lenoir City's gritty.
Yeah, they are. They'll fight you.
And Oak Ridge is inconsistent. So I don't know who's going to win that region.
You know, Clinton's still in the hunt. You know, they've not had the season that they wanted, obviously, compared to last year's season, but they're still in the playoff hunt.
It's a playoff sport. Make the playoffs and then see what happens. Region 2 6A, Maryville is back, 7-0. Below them, you've got Bearden and then Cleveland and Farragut. We mentioned earlier, Maryville's playing Cleveland tonight. And then, of course, Bearden and Farragut, I don't know. They've won the last 2 weeks after starting the season 0-5.
Maybe they figured some things out there as well. You know, new head coach, sometimes it takes a minute.
Maybe they have. So we are getting ready to see the coin toss here. So, you know, in 1995, Tupac Shakur released a single called California Love featuring Dr. Dre. During the outro of that song, the doc says, Inglewood always up to no good. The Chargers make up a team from a school called McMinn Central, which resides in Inglewood, albeit a different spelling and state. But Kingston coach Brian Pankey might say he's experienced symptoms consistent with what the NWA doc was saying. Coach Pankey has thrice overseen fourth quarter lead snatched away late against the team from Inglewood. 2 of those were in the last 2 years. You might say the Chargers have been a chronic thorn in his side, and he may even think about the line I mentioned from Tupac's hit. Well, like Tupac once said, you got to keep your head up. The next episode is here. After tonight, will Kingston say it's still Dre, or will they finally be able to say they forgot about Dre? We'll find out tonight on our OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Coach Dan Shoemaker here, and Coach Aiden Plemons racking up a ton of yards through the air for McMinn Central. So that's where the Chargers production mostly comes from. For Kingston, it's almost exclusively a run game. Who does their best better will probably determine the outcome of our game tonight.
Yeah, to carry on with that rap theme just a bit, these teams represent 2 different styles of offense. Almost like an East Coast, West Coast thing, if you will. While the Chargers have a flashy air attack, Kingston will be on the ground doing the grunt work to make it happen. Both are effective, but at the end of the night, we will see who will be able to control this game. Whoever is able to execute their style of offense tonight will be ahead at the end of this thing.
So McMinn Central actually balanced in its offensive play calling. Their average yards per completion is around 17, and that obviously makes them dangerous. The Yellow Jackets carrying on a tradition to have multiple players capable of racking up rush yards, led by senior Carcel Whitehead and junior Tayshawn Hamilton. Kingston has the speed to house any single run, even though they'll try to use their play calling to control the clock and keep the opponent's defense off the field. So whoever can put their game plan into motion the best is going to win tonight.
I agree with that.
So
I totally agree with that.
We are getting ready for kickoff. So before we do that, McMinn Central going to kick off to Kingston. We got to get to Dr. Dan's do's and don'ts.
I think it's real simple tonight, gentlemen. For Kingston, they need to run the rock and grind the clock. I think that's real straightforward. And I think defensively, they need to limit the chunk plays. Limit the chunk plays on defense. For McMinn Central, score early with the big plays, and then don't let Kingston grind that clock. Make sure you get your snaps.
Really as simple as that, says the doc. And I can't say that I disagree at all. So, getting set for kickoffs. Kickoffs tonight sponsored by the Local 102 Plumbers and Steveners Union out of Knoxville, reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled labor.
We got a great night for football, guys.
We certainly do. Set to kick this one off is Quentin Gruber, senior on this McMinn Central team, and it is a wobbly driver that is taken about the 28-yard line.
A little bit of push there on the return. I like that.
Yeah. It was Blake Hester, a sophomore on this team, that got the return all the way up to, looks like they're going to spot it at the 37-yard line, the 38-yard line. And so great starting field position for Kingston.
Yeah, and this is a Young Kingston team. They've gotten better every time we've seen them. Didn't have the outcome against Loudon they were looking for, but they get better every week.
Coming out in shotgun, and quarterback Matt Reeder can't handle the snap, struggles, and then fumbles the football.
Official says second down, so they were able to retain the ball. I was a little concerned there. I thought Kingston had fumbled and turned the ball over.
Good starting field position, bad start on the the Hammers 1st and 10, as Reeder was wrapped up, ball squirted free, and it looked like it was recovered there by David Witherspoon.
Yeah, good heads-up play right there by Witherspoon.
So loss of, looks like 5 yards.
Yeah, long 5.
Second and 15. Reeder takes a snap. Handoff goes to Hamilton.
He's on the edge.
Hamilton does have the edge, and he is up the sideline. This is exactly what we were talking about. Reverses his field, gets to the left sideline. It's a race for the end zone. Hamilton wins it. Touchdown, Kingston!
Wow, 2 plays and we got a touchdown, Aaron.
A loss of 6 to start the game, and then a gain of 66?
68, I think I heard the PA guy say.
68.
So, yeah, that's a run.
Now, what did I tell you? I said Kingston has the speed to house it any single play.
Yeah, and you called it right there. They found the seam, got up on the edge, and then it's Katie barred the door.
And that's it. And the extra point is true by Ryan Canese. And with 10:51 left to go in the first quarter, Kingston leads it already 7-0 in the OEB Law Game of the Week.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach, to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for our second kickoff of the game, which is brought to you again by the local 102 Plumbers and Steveners Union out of Knoxville. For more information, you can go to ualocal102.org. Located up on North Broadway.
Looks like Isaac Abbott teeing the ball up for the kickoff. He's lining it up. See if they kick it deep.
Ryan Neese. And no, it's rolling on the ground, and it's taken on a knee. So it looks like McMinn Central will have the same exact starting field position as Kingston did.
Yeah, that's remarkable.
They'll have a Hammers 1st and 10 at about the 38-yard line.
That's exactly where Kingston started. Now we get to see the McMinn Central attack.
Plemons threw for over 3,000 yards last season. He's up to over 1,800 this year with 18 touchdowns. And you see the guy behind him in the pistol set.
A little confusion there.
That is Raymond McCarty. Raymond McCarty pretty much exclusively runs the football for McMinn Central. And already timeout.
Yeah, they were missing a left tackle.
Oh, you can't do it without the left tackle.
No.
You got to cover that blind side. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. While you wait, visit pattersonsappliances.com to shop online for quality home appliances today.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Out of that timeout, McMinn Central. Aiden Plemons looks over to the sideline to get the play on this Hammers 1st and 10. Plemons back to pass. And that pass is incomplete as the intended target was hammered as soon as the ball got there, trying to get Devin Paxton. Coach, what'd you see on that? Oh, Coach, you're not here anymore.
No, it's just me.
So, Shelby, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited for the game this weekend in Knoxville for my school, actually.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, it's going to be the Tennessee and Alabama game this weekend, third Saturday, best Saturday of October.
Yeah, and here's McCarty with a handoff, and it looks like he's got the sideline. They blew the whistle, so he stepped out on the Kingston side of the field at about the 42-yard line. But, yeah, a 3:30 kickoff tomorrow in Knoxville between.
I hope we get one of those touchdowns like we just scored over here. I'm praying for that for tomorrow. I hope we step it up because we definitely need some help on offense at my school. Maybe we should go recruit him.
Maybe. Plemons going with the hurry up on this Hammers 1st and 10. Throws an incomplete pass out of the play action. So does anybody call you Shell L?
No, people call me Shelbs sometimes.
Okay.
And then I don't really have any cool nicknames.
Okay. I just see that popped in my head. I was like, oh, it's Shelby Elrod. It's just natural. It's like Shell L. Anyway, you're up here for standing in for Poppy, old Tim Elrod, as a pass complete. Plemons all the way gets it to the 20, gets that one to Jamez Moss. And so another Hammers 1st and 10. So this is what McMinn Central can do. They are prolific through the air. As Plemons steps up, fakes the pass, and overshoots his target, trying to get it to Devin Paxton.
And that's going to be Alabama this weekend, right there. They're going to miss it completely.
Well, I certainly hope so.
I hope so, too.
Huge game. So, yeah, so you're standing in for your daddy, Tim Elrod.
Yes, I am.
You've been with us, this is the third time this year?
Yes, it has been.
So are you enjoying it so far?
I am enjoying it. I did this a lot in high school, and it's just been so good to be back and, like, giving back to the community.
Raymond McCarty up the middle. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to give him 6 yards to bring up 3rd and 4. This might be 4 down territory. Handoff McCarty up the middle again. McCarty breaks free, going to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown McMinn Central.
Yay!
Just like that, the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this up. Boy, that was fast.
I know.
And that's what Tennessee's offense is supposed to look like.
I know. I feel like it's like swapped. Like we have really good defense, but like Alabama has really good offense.
Yeah.
Like we're just swapped right now. So I really, really hope that we play really, really good this weekend. But are you going to the game?
I'm not. No. I believe I'm going to a friend's house. We're going to watch it together. This extra point by Nick J is good, and that ties it up at 7 with 9:46 left to go in the first quarter. So, talking about OEB Law, you mentioned giving back to the community. That's something OEB Law does quite a bit.
Yes, we do. We love to give the $1,000 donation to the athletic departments every week, and it's just so great to see what they can do with that money and stuff. Like, obviously, these players are so good, they deserve to have a little bit of funding behind them.
Yeah, and it helps out so much. It goes a long way, especially with some of these smaller schools that we cover. It helps them out tremendously. So I noticed, like, when you got here and you went down to do the check presentation or whatever, I was thinking, like, Shelby, do you know what the temperature is going to be?
Oh my gosh, well, I just thought it was a cute outfit today. I did not think about what I was really wearing today. I am wearing like a little dress and stuff, so I probably should have had a jacket.
This is the first game I've worn pants.
I mean, it's definitely the fall weather. It's definitely football time in Tennessee for sure.
I wear shorts as long as I possibly can, and so tonight I had to concede and get the pants. And here is Carcel Whitehead on this kickoff, and Whitehead has a great return down into McMinn Central territory. So great starting field position again for the Kingston Yellow Jackets. And of course, that kickoff sponsored by the UA Local 102 out of Knoxville. You can call 865-523-7413 for more information. So, boy, looks like this is gonna be a back and forth game. So, what else do you really like about OEB Law and what they do? As you know, your dad's been a part of that for a long time.
Well, honestly, just like if my friends ever need help, my dad is probably the first one to step in and help them through anything. He's just like such a good listener, and he's down for like any problems that they might face or anything. He just truly cares about the community and each person. And I've seen it time and time again where if my friends are ever in any sort of like trouble where they need help, like my dad steps in immediately.
I can see that from him. I really can. I think I met him maybe, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago. Gosh, I don't know how long it's been. Time just flies, but
I know.
You know, he's always been so gracious with us and everything that we do and we try to accomplish. And you know, he believes in our program and our games that we do here. And so
we just really I came from obviously Anderson County, although football is a little bit bigger there, but we're still out here in Anderson County, Clinton area. Like, it's a very small town, and so I just know how it feels to be from a small rural area.
Right.
And there's not we don't have these Knoxville school funding, and the rivals aren't the same over here, so it's really good that somebody cares about broadcasting these games to people that might not be able to come.
Right, and I'm so glad to have the opportunity to do that. OEB Law, reckontoacheck.com. It's pretty easy to remember. And really, any kind of need that you need, as far as if you need an attorney or you need legal advice, OEB Law can step in and can help you exactly like you say Mr. Elrod does for your friends.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I probably get 3 texts a day from people that needs my dad help, and he has never told anybody no, and if he does, he has somebody to refer them to for sure.
Yeah.
He is the best listener ever.
I'm not gonna lie, I have texted him myself. and you know, he came through for me, and that's just the kind of person he is, and so we appreciate
I like their pink gloves on tonight. I saw a few.
Yeah.
Have the pink gloves for breast cancer.
Yeah, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the month of October, about halfway through that now, and look at this.
Pink goes so well with blue.
It does. Yeah, it's Lady Vols do that combination sometimes. So Reeder on the quarterback keeper, looking for the sticks. He's going to come up about a yard short. So Kingston's got a decision to make here on 4th down. So we'll see what they do. It looks like they're going to go for it. There's a good shot of the pink towel and a pink sock.
I know. I love it.
Reeder is going to go under center. Quarterback keep, sneak all the way, and Reeder's got it for sure. He needed 1 yard. He picked up about 3, so Kingston's going to keep the drive alive. Gutsy call early in this game as we're knotted up at 7 with about 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Shelby, thank you so much for joining us, and send kind regards to Mr. Tim Elrod for us, and just let him know that we appreciate him, and we're going to try to get the message out that OEB Law can be there for you.
Of course. Well, make sure you make us turn your reckon to a check.
reckontoacheck.com. There's how you get more information. Thank you, Shelby.
Okay.
Shelby Elrod, Tim Elrod's daughter, here tonight filling in, and Reeder on the keeper. This is not something we've seen him do a whole lot this year, but he's already got 3 carries and picked up 2 first downs off those carries. But yeah, OEB Law, reckontoacheck.com, get more information there, and certainly always happy to talk to Shelby or Tim himself when he comes in, as we welcome Coach Dan Shoemaker back to our broadcast. What about Matt Reeder? Well, I'll give him a second. He's got to adjust. Got to put glasses on. Got to put it on over a hat. We got a lot of equipment up here.
It's tough being old.
So Hammers 1st and 10. I was just asking, what about Matt Reeder?
On the keep, yeah.
Yeah, and look, he's doing it again. This is a new aspect to this Kingston offense. We did not see Reeder keep it very much in the games that we have had Kingston so far.
No, and I think that's just a little wrinkle.
Yeah.
That they've put in. I like it actually because it makes the defense focus on another back.
I don't know why I'm calling him Matt. His name is Jacob.
Jacob Reeder.
Yeah.
There's a Matt Reeder. That sounds familiar to me too.
It does. I don't know. Somebody send me a text. Let me know who Matt Reeder is. So a 1-yard pickup for Reeder on that Hammers 1st and 10. This time he will hand off to Whitehead. What a cut by Whitehead. He's got his sights on the end zone. Touchdown, Kingston.
Nice.
Oh, man. This game is shaping up to be a great one.
If you watch the replay, he doesn't bend the ball back. He bangs it. He sticks his foot in the ground and cuts almost 70 degrees.
Beautifully on this Chuck Fleischman replay. Yes. Amazing.
Yeah. The zone play right there.
And then he's gone. Ryan Neese on to attempt the extra point. It's up. It's good. With 5 minutes exactly left to go in this first quarter, who'd have thought? We've already got 3 touchdowns in this game. The home team, Kingston Yellow Jackets, leads over McMinn Central 14-7 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford and Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Step up your game in this 2025 Ford Explorer 4x4 Active, $46,529. 24 Ford Big Bend Bronco 4-door, $40,949. 24 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 STX, $46,214.
Local you trust, performance you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week. Karen Harvey, Dan Shoemaker.
This is an exciting ball game here.
Yeah. And it's funny, my thought on it was you've got Kingston that can run the football very well. You've got McMinn Central, which can throw the football very well. Which defense is going to be able to stop the opposing team that does their thing very well? So far, neither team has stopped either of them.
I was going to say, the offenses have been on point tonight.
So this kickoff, sponsored by the UA Local 102 Plumbers and Steve Fitters Union out of Knoxville. And this is a short kick, and it is recovered by Kingston.
They got it. Well executed.
Jake Raziel comes up and gets that. It's going to be Kingston's football at about the 49-yard line.
Wow.
And it was one of those just pick somebody to kick it at.
And bounce it off of them.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
There's a Mike Leach quote that says, when you're going to onside kick it at a fat guy. And being a fat guy, I kind of appreciate that. But he said, continued, the Texas guy that kicked it at was pretty athletic, so they didn't get it. So,
man, I can hear the Pirates saying that. Jacob Reeder throws it over the middle, and that pass is incomplete. Had Swicegood coming back, and there is a flag on the play.
There is a flag.
And this is in the defensive secondary.
Yeah, defensive holding maybe.
Or an ineligible receiver downfield. I don't know. See what Mr. Whitehat says. And that's what it is, an eligible receiver downfield. So that'll cost Kingston some yards and a loss of down.
That's a big penalty.
although they've not signaled the loss of down yet.
Yeah, you can see it.
There it is.
Timeout, Jackets.
And Kingston's going to take a timeout to talk about this. This Kingston team looks a lot different than what we've seen having them this season. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Home appliance financing available. Apply online at pattersonsappliances.com.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week out of the timeout. Already 2 timeouts taken by the Kingston. Well, no. The first one was McMinn Central.
Right. They were missing a left tackle.
I know the line of scrimmage marker still says it's first down, but it should be second. But
hard count.
But it looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to get that 5 yards back.
It wasn't a loss of down, I guess.
Must not have been a loss of down.
5-yard penalty, moves the ball back.
I thought that was a loss of down play.
I know the grounding's a loss of down.
Yeah.
I saw Gary Kennedy actually in the press box earlier. We maybe get a rules interpretation from him.
Yeah, maybe we can add him to our broadcast, our rules expert. So Kingston lines up. And a pitch goes to Hamilton. Hamilton with a chunk of yards. Still on his feet. Somehow spinning out of tackles. A flag comes out.
They're holding the chains. It's an interesting spot if it's a hold.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's a face mask.
Maybe. That's what I think. Normally around the tackle like that, it's about a face mask. It is personal foul face mask.
There it is.
So that tacks 15 yards on to the end of the run. We'll see on this Chuck Fleischman replay. We can see it. Oh, I didn't see it.
I saw some grabbing up around the shoulders.
Yeah.
But I never saw an actual grasp.
Maybe
right there.
That
right
looks
there.
Like it right there,
Right
yeah.
there.
And you can see Hamilton's face mask and his helmet come down. So that's probably an indication of that face mask penalty. So Hammers 1st and 10. Ball at the, looks like 11 or 12 yard line. Jacob Reeder on the quarterback keeper. He'll get it to the 10.
Yeah, not much there. They've picked up on that.
I don't know. You keep running it, though, to keep that defense honest.
Oh, yeah. If you saw that play, they wrapped the guard around. I think it was Turner Woodley. He wrapped around the center, got up to the linebacker, which is a really nice offensive line scheme to put into that.
Kingston in the pistol. Reeder takes a snap.
Reeder fakes the handoff and then rolls out. Tries to find Hester.
Yeah, a little play action there, and then just not able to complete the pass.
See this Chuck Fleischman replay, yep.
He was open.
He was. This Kingston looks a lot different right now.
Yeah, they look fresh. They look crisp. Executing this offense really well.
Throwing the football and quarterback keepers. And Reeder is sacked on the play.
Okay. Looks like they grabbed him by the helmet. I'm not sure.
Went to roll to his right or roll to his left again.
Yeah. And they just got beat. They got him at shoulder pass. Yeah. Good no call right there.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like we're going to go run the field goal team out.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. Ryan Neese. He'll square up just inside the left hash mark and attempt a 35-yarder.
Well within his range.
Yeah. Neese's kick is good. So, we've had 4 scores in the first quarter.
Yeah. Still 2 minutes and 41 seconds left to go when we've had 4 scores. Yeah, 4 scores.
Yeah, Kingston leads it over at McMinn Central 17-7 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Kingston leading over at McMinn Central 17-7 with 2:41 left to go in the game. Getting ready for our 5th kickoff of the game. Amazing. And that is sponsored by UA Local 102 Plumbers, Steve Fitters Union out of Knoxville, reminding you there is no replacement for UA skilled craftsmen. So Ryan Neese, and he'll do about the same thing, but McMinn Central falls on it this time, just right over the 40-yard line, and the Chargers will have a Hammers 1st and 10.
Pretty good field position to start with.
Yeah. Well, the first drive started on their 38. Their second drive is starting 3 yards beyond that.
It'd be interesting to see how McMinn Central responds. They've kind of been blitzed a little bit. You know, that offense for Kingston has just really pounded them.
Yeah.
They need to respond here.
So Aiden Plemons brings his team back out onto the field, and a hard count from Plemons. They had that saved up. It's like, Kingston, you're going to do that to us. We're going to do that right back to you.
Offsides, Kingston, 5-yard penalty.
And that'll give McMinn Central a free 5 yards to make it a Hammers 1st and 5.
Yeah, those defensive linemen are really wound up because, you know, this is a passing quarterback. They want to get pressure. I get it.
2 wide either side. Plemons rolls out of his pocket and gets to the sidelines and picked up 2.
Yeah, it looked like about 2 right there. Good camera work. Nice coverage, and then the pressure got there.
Yeah, I see on the Chuck Fleischman replay.
He doesn't have anything.
That'll make it 2nd and 3. Kingston player had a late hit out of bounds on his own player.
Yeah, I don't think they flagged those.
No. Or they shouldn't anyway.
They shouldn't.
Well, I said he gained 2 yards. They're actually going to say he lost 1. So 2nd and 6, and Plemons overshoots his target. Looking for Landon McInturf that time.
Yeah, brings up 3rd down. We've not had a defensive stop tonight. This might be the first one. We'll see where we go with this.
No, McMinn Central did force a 4th down, a 4th and 1, but Kingston went under center and got it with a quarterback sneak. Now 2 wide outs either side again, and we've got whistles. Dead ball.
False start. Chargers.
Wow.
So McMinn Central is going to be backed up 5 yards. That'll make it a 3rd and 11. But again, as I mentioned before the game, they're averaging 17 yards per completion. So 3rd and 11, if I'm a Kingston fan, I'm still not comfortable with 3rd and long.
No, you're still not comfortable with that. They've got 3 up top.
Clemens going to roll that way. He's being chased by Whitehead and overthrows his target. We might have just seen our first defensive stop.
And we may have.
Whitehead with the pressure. It's 4th and 11.
Looks like the punt team's coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Clemens knew he's being chased by Whitehead, but it's a good thing he got rid of that football when he did.
Yeah, he had Clemens in his sights.
Clemens in punt formation.
Kingston kind of doing punt safe.
And Clemens is the punter as well. It lands on the 30, starts rolling back, so McMinn Central downs it on the 30. And that's where Kingston will have a Hammers 1st and 10 with a 17-7 lead.
2 minutes and 8 seconds to go in this first quarter.
It's a great strategy if you're Kingston and you have an offense that can put up a lot of points that you have to defend in McMinn Central to try to keep the ball out of their hands.
Absolutely.
And so that, whether it was an onside kick or if it was intentional, it was beautiful. But that gave Kingston the ball back and kept the ball out of McMinn Central's hands. After that first drive, they went straight down the field. And you know, your offense isn't out there, you're down 10, it can get you off sync a little bit.
And they got points out of it as well.
Yep.
You know, additional possessions.
So Reeder, handoff Hamilton. Hamilton spins out of a tackle again. This time he only gets 2 yards, but.
Yeah, he's running tough tonight. Yeah, he's running tough tonight. Yeah, you got to hit him and wrap up. And it's hard for one guy to do that when he's running like this.
So let's see the Chuck Fleischman replay. Tayshawn Hamilton, you see that contact right there. He just got low and spun out of it.
You know, pad leverage, we talk about that a lot in football. And that's a great example right there. Low man wins.
2nd and 7. Reeder. Handoff Hamilton again, and Hamilton looking for the sideline. Reverses his field again, and the ball comes out but squirts out of bounds. And so Kingston will have enough for a Hammers 1st and 10. And that'll stop the clock with 1:11 left.
First down. Yeah, there's a lot of effort right here. Hamilton, you know, is really working hard. Ball does come out, but it rolls out of bounds.
It's like he's doing a driver test, driving through the cones.
Yeah, weave back this way. Good hard run.
Ball's at the 43, right directly in front of us. Hammers 1st and 10 this time. Reeder will have a 2-back set, sends a man in motion. And this time, the give is to Hester, and he picks up not much.
Not much. You could see right there the defense had really crowded the line of scrimmage. Linebackers reacted hard, flowed right to that one.
No gain.
No gain. Kingston traded the tight end from left to right, wanting to get an extra blocker over there, but it didn't give them much advantage.
20 seconds on the play clock, 40 seconds on the game clock here in this first quarter. Kingston not in any kind of hurry at all. No reason to be. 2 men in motion now. Reeder pitches it to Whitehead. Whitehead looks for the corner, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Pickup of about 5 will make it 3rd and that much.
Yeah, about 3rd and 5. Again, another good hard run. They traded wing and tight end back to the left. Gave him extra blockers.
Well, I thought that would stop the clock. but it did not. So you see the Chuck Fleischman replay there. Kingston, after one, takes a 17-7 lead into the second quarter. They'll have it 3rd and 5, right at about just short of midfield when we get back. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health,
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week here in Harvey Dan Shoemaker as we begin the second quarter. Kingston with a 3rd and 5 at the 48-yard line of the Yellow Jackets, leading this game 17-7.
Wow, I just heard a stat. Kingston had the ball 10 minutes, 22 seconds in that first quarter.
Amazing. This time, Hamilton is stood up, and he's going to lose some yards, which will bring up 4th down. So I think we might have just seen our second defensive stop of the game.
Yeah, the Chargers are really crowding that line of scrimmage right now to try to take away that run. You see an 8-man box almost every snap now.
Ryan Neese, the sophomore, comes out to punt this one away. I think that's Devin Paxton back deep to receive for McMinn Central. Neese's kick is taken on a run. And a good return by Paxton here.
Really good return.
Gets the ball up to the 40. And that is where the Chargers will have a Hammers 1st and 10.
I think, a lot of times in that situation, you see a fair catch. He caught it on the run and was able to make good positive yardage out of this.
And he held back and stepped forward into that.
Yeah.
That's one that would make Coach Gibson happy.
Yes, he would be very pleased with that.
So Hammers 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line for McMinn Central. And you see the score, Kingston leads 17-7. Hold on to your hats. There's a lot of football left in this one.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of football left.
Clemens hands off McCarty. McCarty finds running room and gets up about, see, they'll give him forward progress and a 5-yard gain. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5. Good run by McCarty.
That was a good run. Had to bounce a little bit, got caught up there at about the 5-yard point and then slung back. But forward progress gave him a good gain.
Clemens over the middle. Quick slant is caught. It's a McInturf. Man, that was...
Yeah, a little play action. They actually pulled the right side back left to freeze the linebackers, which opens up the slant on the outside. Nice play execution right there.
Fired that in there like a slingshot. Clemens handoff to McCarty again. And he's got the edge. Up the sideline.
Nope.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds finally.
Is there a flag? I think there's a flag.
There is a flag. And that's about where he broke to the outside, which indicates to me this is probably a hold.
Probably a hold. I thought I saw 2 flags. Maybe the 2 flags on the same penalty.
And that flag sitting right at about the line of scrimmage. So that should bring up a Hammers first and 20.
Yeah, that was a hold on the edge right there.
So thanks to Chuck Fleischman for providing that replay for us.
Now, I'm going to tell maybe a well-known secret, but you could probably call holding on about every play.
And this pass again is complete by McInturf, and he's got enough for the first down. No flags on that play.
Yeah, that's a nice throw and catch right there.
Into Kingston territory. Needed 20, picked up about 22. Handoff McCarty. McCarty has broken free. No flags again. And still looking for the end zone. He'll be knocked out just shy of the goal line.
I thought he was in.
Chuck Fleischman replay.
Wow, he found the seam right there outside the end. There's more designed to come into B gap right there with kicking out the end. But
handoff McCarty again, looking for the end zone. He'll be stopped short. Yellow Jackets pin their ears back that time. Get the stop.
Sure did. Actually lost a little bit right there.
Yeah, that should make it second and goal from, it looks like, the 2.
It'll be a play call here. I'd expect maybe a little play action right here.
2 wide to the left, handoff. Nope. McCarty again, and McCarty gets into pay dirt. Touchdown, McMinn Central.
Yeah, that's just coming off the ball, knocking the defense back, getting in the end zone.
McCarty carries the 2-yard line for the Chargers score.
So see the Chuck Fleischman replay. So Nick J on to attempt the extra point and try to cut this Kingston lead to 3. Snap, set, kick. Ooh.
Is it good? It's good.
Ooh. Just squeezed it in that left upright.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
Hey, it went in and it counts. So with 8:55 left to go in the first half, it is Kingston leading over McMinn Central 17-14 in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
So we are back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Man, we got 31 points on the board early in the second quarter.
Who would have thunk it?
Not me. Not me at all. We get set for the UA Local 102 kickoff.
Yeah, watch how he sets this up normal. The last kickoff, he set it sideways.
Yeah.
He did the old pumpkin kick, we used to call that. Hadn't seen that one for a long while.
The old pumpkin kick.
Yeah.
Interesting. Quentin Gruber kicks this one off and gets it to the 25, where it's taken by, it looks like Swicegood. And Swicegood reverses field, turns it up, and he'll get up to about the 36-yard line.
Was not sure how that was going to turn out, but I think it turned out all right. Good positive yardage.
Ran all the way across the field.
Ball mark at the 37.
Yeah, he got it between the hash and the numbers, and then brought it all the way back to the middle.
So ball at the 37-yard line. So again, good field position to start with a Hammers 1st and 10 for Kingston. They'll send 3 wide out to the left. Handoff goes to Whitehead. Whitehead.
He's got the edge.
And a flag comes out.
And a flag.
So this one's probably coming back. So they put 3 wide receivers out on that left side, and also it looked like an H-back on that left side, and then just run a sweep that way.
Yeah, that gives you, I mean, the spread on those 3 receivers loosens or expands the gap, loosens the edge right there, you hope. And he got a little positive yardage, but we got a hold call to kind of negate all of that.
So a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul will leave it at the 32-yard line. And Kingston's got to make the 47 for a first down, so it is a Hammers 1st and 15. Handoff, Hamilton coming to the right, and Hamilton is pulled down, and this is going to be a face mask.
Yeah.
And again, the first guy who got there couldn't get him down, and because of that, he was able to possibly pick up more yards, and McMinn Central had to bring him down with the face mask, and that should be enough for a first down.
Yeah. You see it right here.
Yeah, this Chuck Fleischman replay. Can't get him down there. He breaks free. So then you just start reaching, and he's brought down by the face mask.
Yeah. You know, you get in a panic a little bit there and just grab for whatever you can get a hold of.
Well, yeah, you don't want Hamilton to get the sideline there.
Right. And I thought he had it. I mean, just he had the first step.
So that play nets 16 yards and gives Kingston a Hammers 1st and 10. Handoff, Hamilton going left this time. Hamilton with a pickup of about 7.
Nice little run right there. Not the wide sweep that we saw earlier. He's coming off about B gap here. When he finds the first gap, he gets in it. There he goes.
They give him 6. As Kingston crosses midfield, they'll have it at the Charger 46-yard line. 2nd and 4. Jacob Reeder, handoff, Whitehead, and Whitehead is stacked up for a loss.
Not much there. The Chargers are really hammering that point of attack. It's almost like they were slanting into the strength right here. And linebacker scrapes down inside, makes that play.
Yeah, it looked like Whitehead thought he might have had a gap there, but McMinn Central closed down on that fast.
Yeah, sure did. What, 3rd and about 4?
3rd and 4. 2 wideouts to the left. Looks like a tight end and an H-back to the right. And that's where they'll run it with Hamilton. And he's stacked up and dropped in the backfield. So McMinn Central bows its neck and gets a stop.
Yeah, that's again, they're running at their strength. They're pulling the backside guard. And McMinn Central said, no, we're going to cut this off. I don't see the punt team yet, Aaron.
I don't either. There they come.
There they come.
And we are officially beyond halfway through the 2nd quarter. Neese on to punt this one away. Paxton back deep to receive.
Remember, he had a nice return last time.
And we got a flag on the play.
Timeout.
There was a flag, but McMinn Central also called a timeout. I'm not.
So which is it? Or do we get both?
I don't know. Right now, it looks like they're only giving them the timeout, so that's what we'll do. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Thank you for support over 55 years.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the week out of that timeout. So Neese will go back to punt. All right. So no penalties were called. Neese steps into his punt. It's a wobbly spiral.
Directional kick. I like that.
Yep. Goes away from Paxton towards the sideline, and it will be rolling dead at it looks to be the 14-yard line, and that's where McMinn Central will have the Hammers 1st and 10, the worst starting field position for either team so far in this game.
Yeah, that's a nice directional kick. He's about the middle of the field, but he definitely angled it to the left side, got it outside the numbers. Really nice kick.
So Plemons brings the offense back out onto the field.
Trips into the boundary over there. That's an interesting set.
Plemons 3 for 8 in this game for 37 yards. Handoff. And this goes to McCarty, and McCarty is knocked out of bounds after no gain. That's amazing to me. They're not getting their offense from Plemons like normal, but McCarty has 8 rushes for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, McCarty's got it rolling right now. I think Kingston defensively has done a really nice job trying to take away the throw game. And when you do that, you've got to defend all over the field.
Hard count again from McMinn Central. You got to watch it from them especially because they get up to the line quickly. Plemons hand off McCarty again, and McCarty again is stacked up. This time, maybe getting a yard.
Now the Chargers are going to throw the ball. The way you think, right? Draw's a good call right here too, but
yeah. So they give him 2. Be 3rd and a short 8 as the Yellow Jackets want to take a timeout now. So, big 3rd down coming up. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Visit pattersonsappliances.com and check out the current cash-saving promotions.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
And back to the OEB Law Game of the week. Some scores of interest for you. Fair gets up on Jefferson County, 10-9. Maybe the Admirals figured something out.
Yeah, I mean that surprises me. That score surprises me a lot.
Cosby leading over Cloudland about midway through the second quarter, 21-14.
Okay.
The last time they didn't win that.
It's had to have been a long time.
Yeah.
Bearden up on Oak Ridge at half, 14-6.
Kingston in a 3-man front.
And here is Plemons on the quarterback draw. That's exactly what you said is a good play call, and that's what Plemons does. And it was a great play call.
Yeah, they went 5 wide, empty set right there, and ran the draw. Pull the backside guard around to give you an extra blocker at the point of attack. Nice play. Well executed.
Got up to the 34. Hammers 1st and 10. Hand off McCarty, and McCarty stacked up at the line again.
Yeah, Kingston's adjustment right there has been pretty good. They're squeezing the ends down to make that either go outside or bend back in.
Approaching 4 minutes left to go in this first half. Now, McMinn Central will get the football to start the third quarter. Something to think about as well.
Keep.
And Clemens keeps again, and he lowers his head and gets out of bounds after a pickup of looks to be 8.
You know, we expected him to make plays with his arms. I don't know that I knew this part of his toolkit.
Yeah, I think he might be the second leading rusher on this team, but not much. He doesn't have many yards because, like I said, McCarty gets basically all the carries for this team. And Clemens looks over middle, and that pass falls incomplete. So now the Chargers are going to have a decision to make.
Fourth down in a tough spot right here. What do you do?
4th and 2 on your side of the field.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to send, well, I say they're going to send the punting unit in, but Clemens was the punter last time.
I'm not sure. I think maybe they're going for it, but there's some confusion right here.
They've got a backup quarterback in there. It's Bryson Neely.
Neely takes the snap. He's going to keep it.
And another quarterback keeper and another Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice little zone read right there. He's a big kid, so I understand why they wanted the ball in his hands.
6'2", 215.
Yeah, that's a nice call right there.
So Clemens back in the game now. Hammers 1st and 10, hand off McCarty. McCarty finds some running room, makes a jump cut, and he will get up and pick up about 11 yards to move the sticks again. Hammers 1st and 10, and the Chargers are coming.
You remember, you're going to think back to that 4th down call right there. Kingston had a 4th down call, ended up getting it in the end zone. That same thing may happen here on this drive.
Under 3 to play in the first half. Clemens. Ooh. Somebody didn't get the call. Didn't get the count.
Yeah, McIntyre, man. He stemmed that route inside, moved up. He was getting ready to break out. It's a nice route. Nice release off the line just before the snap.
He was 100% going to get thrown the football there.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's where the ball was going.
Well, single coverage up top of your screen there. 3 wide outs to the left. Hand off McCarty. And McCarty picks up another yard or 2 after that initial contact.
Number 46 on the tackle.
Still 2nd and long.
2nd down 12.
Clock running, 2:15 left on the first half.
Empty.
Clemens looks to the sideline, gets the play. Drops back to pass, and he's going long, looking for it all, and he gets it. Complete to Devin Paxton. Touchdown, McMinn Central.
Nice throw and a catch. When they went empty right there, it pretty much gave you man coverage across the board, and Paxton was able to beat his man.
Is that about a 37-yard touchdown pass?
Yeah, I think so.
Beautifully thrown.
Yeah, right on the money.
So there's the Clemens we thought we might see tonight.
Exactly.
So Nick J on to attempt the extra point.
He did.
And he missed this one.
Yeah, the snap and the hold were not there. I think the snap was good. The hold was kind of weird. The ball was sitting weird on the ground when he tried to kick through it.
So McMinn Central takes its first lead of the game, but Kingston still within 3 with under 2 left to play in the first half on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week as we prepare for another UA Local 102 kickoff. UA Local 102, located up on North Broadway, reminding you there is no substitute for UA skilled craftsmen. Getting their money's worth tonight.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of plugs tonight in for the kickoffs. Looks like he's I don't know. I can't predict. It looks like he's going to try to angle this thing deep and to the right.
Well, deep into the right would be into Hamilton's hands, but this one is going to go high. Off of a bounce, what's Kingston doing?
Oh, my goodness. I thought the Chargers had that one.
Oh, my gosh. What a missed opportunity for McMinn Central.
Yeah. Kingston kind of watched it hit the ground and not knowing that was a live ball.
Yeah, it's not a punt.
No.
I think maybe that was a situation where it looked like Swicegood was back there and maybe Salzman was back there, and it looked like a situation where neither of them called it.
Right, yeah. Kind of like the old fly ball in the outfield. Somebody's got to call it.
Let it bounce. That Kingston very fortunate to recover that right there.
That was that could have been bad.
Reeder pitches out to Whitehead. Whitehead gets up to close to the 40, and that is a pickup of about one.
About one. Looked like he ran a lot more than that. He ran a lot to get that 1 yard. I like the toss sweep.
Clock continues to run, and you think with his field position, Kingston might want to try to get at least into field goal position, so we'll see. Reeder hands off, Whitehead again. Finds a little bit of a seam, but not much. Picks up a yard. That'll make it 3rd and 8. Clock running.
3rd and 8.
You know, McMinn Central's got one timeout left. After this 3rd down, you might want to use it to conserve some clock to get another shot, but I don't know.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback that you know can throw the football.
And I think Kingston's going to run it down as far as they can run it.
15 seconds on the play clock.
So snap it at about 30 seconds.
2-back set. Jacob Reeder. Handoff goes to Whitehead again. Whitehead looks for the edge.
He's on the edge.
He gets it and runs out of bounds. I think he's going to be short.
Whitehead carries. Runs out of bounds.
Looks like 4th in the inches.
Yeah, it's definitely short.
Yeah, it's marked short. 4th down.
4th and inches for Kingston at their own 47.
And it was out of bounds, so you can kind of save that timeout if you're McMinn Central.
Does Kingston line up under center and try another quarterback sneak?
I think so.
That's what Reeder's doing.
Oh. He was offsides.
Is there a flag?
There is a flag.
There is a flag. That's going to be offsides, and that's going to give Kingston the 1st down. It looked like a really nice defensive play at first.
Yeah, it really did.
Oh, it's a face mask.
Ah.
It's not even offsides.
Maybe he did time that up.
5-yard penalty will move the ball.
Wow.
15-yard or 5-yard penalty.
The Chargers 47-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10, Kingston.
Wow, that's a heck of a time.
Golly.
Yeah.
What a play by Bradley Coffey, though.
Yeah, Coffey just timed that up really perfectly.
And it looked like Kingston might have been able to pull off that quarterback sneak. It looked like they had advantage on the line, and then at the last moment, McMinn Central brought their linebackers up to the line. And Coffee found his way through there.
He just busted a gap. We call that busting a gap.
Shouldn't start. That was a
timeout, Kingston.
Timeout with 18.7 seconds.
So Kingston is going to take a timeout to try to get a shot at maybe getting in field goal range. So we'll see what happens. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, your small town appliance specialist with big box pricing and fully stocked warehouse.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough. As a police chief, I spent my entire career serving and protecting our community. With threats to our Tennessee values growing, I'm running for state representative to ensure all our kids are protected and have opportunities with great schools and high-paying jobs. Anderson County is the best place in the country to raise a family. Please join my effort to keep it that way and defend our conservative values. Election Day is November 5th, and I would appreciate your vote.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. Give you a couple more scores of interest here. Alcoa, I'm not going to tell you that score. It's bad.
It is bad.
Maryville leads over Cleveland 21-7. So it looks like Maryville on to another region title.
They're on their way.
And South Pittsburgh leads over Chattanooga Prep with just 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter, 7-0.
Okay.
So Hammers first and 10. Reeder, handoff Whitehead, going from left to right, and Reeder's pulled down by his nameplate, and that's going to be a horse collar.
Yeah, he grabbed him by the back there.
And that's a misconception for some people. They think that, you actually have to reach in under the shoulder pads to get that call, but you don't.
Yeah, that's a personal foul.
But does that... They're going to set the ball again, and then they're going to start the clock again, right?
Yeah, you got to be ready to go.
Yeah, they wind the clock. 10 seconds left. Reeder takes a snap and kills it. That was funny. Ball popped right up into the hands of Will Benton, defensive lineman from McMinn Central.
Yeah, and, it's a dream play for a D lineman, right? The ball would just pop up to you.
Yeah, he got to pretend that he was going to have a pick six for a second. So Reeder clocked it with 8 seconds. Really, you don't have much you can do here, especially with no timeouts. You can throw it towards the sideline.
Yeah, and they're the 36.
Yeah.
You need about 10 yards to get to the field goal range comfortably.
And I'm sure that the Chargers are going to talk about that. So this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Save with scratch and dent appliances at the Rockwood Outlet Store.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
Bringing the healthcare, primary care out to our rural communities. I've had patients tell me that if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be able to have any kind of health care. So us being able to go into these areas and provide that on-site care to these patients that can also come back week to week if they need for follow-up primary care, it is life-changing. It means a world of difference between actually life and death for them.
All right, back at the OEB Law Game of the Week. No timeouts left. So 8 seconds remaining. Kingston's going to have to get a quick 10 or so yard completion and get out of bounds. Send Hester on a motion to the right, and Reeder instead going to throw it to the left. And yeah, it looked like the receiver was not on the same page.
No, he wasn't aware the ball was coming to him.
Actually, from the tight end position, looked like that was Ryan Stewart. And I like the idea of that play call.
Yeah, I do too.
But if it's a completion, you got to get to the end zone at that point. You don't have enough time to get out of bounds.
You can't get out of bounds because the clock will run out on you.
So now they got to go for it all right here. Because I don't think Nice has a 51, 52-yard range.
No, I don't think he's got quite that much leg.
So Reeder with Whitehead beside him. Drops back to pass, and now just going to throw a fly, and that pass is intercepted, and that is how the first half will come to a close. William Mayfield had coverage on an island and plays it well, intercepts the football, and that sends us to halftime. Back and forth game so far. It's reminiscent of the last two times these teams have played. McMinn Central has the 2017 lead going into the break, and they will get the football to start the second half. Stay tuned for halftime festivities brought to you by the Medic Regional Blood Center on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
When the lights turn on and the game begins, you need a team you can rely on. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton's strong lineup of vehicles is crafted with the same dedication and hard work that drives our community. Experience quality and value in this pre-owned 2018 Ford Mustang convertible, $24,550. 2023 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend, $29,789. 2022 Ford Escape SEL all-wheel drive, $26,975. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Don't dig blind. Buried utilities are everywhere. Always contact 811 before you dig to have your utilities marked.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
What does strengthen?
2025 Ford Explorer 4x4 Active, $46,529. 24 Ford Big Bend Bronco 4-door, $40,949. 24 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 STX, $46,214.
Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OEB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
2018 Ford Mustang Convertible, $24,550. 2023 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend, $29,789. 2022 Ford Escape SEL all-wheel drive, $26,975. Ray Varner Ford, built for the game.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
In East Tennessee, our work heritage runs deep. For over a century, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union Local 102 has been part of the area's growth and prosperity. Don't sell yourself or your business short by hiring unskilled labor. Our cutting-edge labor training facility equips our members with the advanced skills needed to be the very best in the industry. Keep jobs local and the money in the state. At Local 102, we work tirelessly today to help build a better tomorrow for our community and our members.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's one person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
In our community, everyone deserves access to quality health care. At the Free Medical Clinic, we offer no-charge medical services to those without insurance. There is never a bill at the Free Medical Clinic. From primary care, preventative care, diagnostics, and specialty care, our dedicated team is here to help. The Free Medical Clinic, taking your fear away from becoming sick or hurt. Go to fmcor.org to become a patient. Remember, there's never a charge for your care. fmcor.org.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
And welcome back to the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for the second half. Those band performances were great. They went a little bit long, so even with the added 3 minutes, we're just now getting back into our game as we're getting set for kickoff. But you see the team stats on your screen there. 10 first downs for McMinn Central, 9 for Kingston, 281 yards for Central, 280 for Kingston. The rushing yards, 147 for Central, 176 for Kingston. That's amazing. We thought that the Chargers would rack up a bunch of yards through the air, and that's what Kingston would have to stop. But really, that run game has been the killer.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Kingston has done a good job of playing the pass tonight. I'm popping those peas. And so, the Chargers have had to run the ball. And, of course, they're really able to do that. McCarty's a running back. He's, had a nice carry tonight. Nice carries tonight.
Such a close game on the stat lines. And you see it's also on the scoreboard. As Kingston has scored 3 times, but one of theirs was a field goal. McMinn Central has scored 3 times, all 3 of those touchdowns, and, of course, missed an extra point. So here's the kickoff for Ryan Neese, and this one will go out of bounds, and that'll be an illegal procedure penalty. That out-of-bounds kick sponsored by the local 102 out of Knoxville. Plumbers and Steam Fitters Union. Go to ualocal102.org for more information.
I don't think we're going to see a long kickoff return tonight.
It doesn't look like it.
No, both these teams have decided that we're going to kick short. We're going to make it difficult for you to field and handle, and just take our chances letting you have the ball around the 40, 35-yard line.
So here's a stat for you. We talked about how Central is getting the run game established. Ray McCarty has 12 rushes for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the flip side of that, for Kingston, Tayshawn Hamilton has 8 carries and 111 yards.
Yeah, he's been the workhorse for Kingston tonight.
So a bunch package close to the line to the left there for Central on this Hammers first and 10. Yep, and Plemons finds his target, and that should be enough, just enough for a Hammers first and 10.
Yeah, nice little route combination right there. Play action, he rolls out, gets the deep receiver right there.
And we've not moved the sticks just yet. They're going to measure. It's really close as that completion goes to McInturf.
Yeah, looking my eye, and of course, sometimes I'm a little googly-eyed when that happens, but I think he's got it.
Gosh, it's so close.
What are we waiting on, guys? Either we're going to measure or we're not.
Got to get the
Here we go.
Finally got the chain gang figured out. And wish McCarty would scoot out of the way a little bit there.
Oh, here's some camera work.
That's all right. We got Chris Bricky. He's going to be short by about a chain length and a half.
Told you I get a little googly-eyed sometimes.
Well, it was close. Hard to get much closer than that.
Yeah, that's pretty tight right there.
So that bring up second and very short.
So now we're going to bring the chains out to go ahead and set the ball on the hash.
So do you do the thing here where you go for broke, knowing that if you don't get it, you just have a third and short?
This is a really good. I always say this is the toughest call for a defensive coordinator. Second and short, right? Because you're going to play action, take a shot deep, or because you always got third down if you don't get it.
So they got a tight end and H-back to the left, 2 wide receivers that way as well, and they're going to hand off to McCarty. And McCarty's going the wrong way, but now he turns it upfield. He's got the first down and then some. And whew, man.
Yeah, that got a little dicey there at the point of attack, but he was able to get outside.
And he finished that run with authority.
Yes, he did.
Running over Tyson McAmis.
Yeah, kind of drops his shoulder here. Boom. Big hit.
So Hammers 1st and 10 as Central into Kingston territory. And here is, again, McCarty with a ton of running room.
I think the Chargers are making a statement.
Yeah.
We're going to run the ball until you stop it.
So now Chargers back up to the line quickly. Fakes the handoff to McCarty this time and just gets it out to a receiver. And let's see. Looks like he hit McInturf there.
Yeah, McInturf for the catch.
Just trying to give him an opportunity to make a guy miss, and he did make the first person miss.
Yeah, going no huddle right here. Sometimes they'll go tempo, sometimes they'll just stay regular tempo.
Pick up a 5, brings up 2nd and 5 over the middle. That pass is incomplete, and we're going to get a pass interference or a hold on Kingston.
Yeah. That would be the question. Was there a tip?
Well, they didn't discuss it. So
no, there was no discussion at all.
Even if there was a tip, they're not going to reverse it now.
They're not going to talk about it.
So here is the Chuck Fleischman replay.
No, the tip was after the fact.
Yep. And that's the thing. If the Chargers can get their run game going, that makes their pass game that much more dangerous.
That opens the pass game, exactly. Because you got to start putting more people in the box to stop the run, then the passing lanes open up.
Going for the corner of the end zone. This pass is touchdown, McMinn Central. What a catch.
Yeah, the route was a hitch and go. You'll see a little hitch on the outside, and then he takes off to the corner of the end zone. There it goes.
Ooh.
Yeah, he had both feet in.
Beautiful throw.
Yeah.
To Moss.
So again, single coverage on the outside.
McMinn Central pushes its lead out as Nick J on to attempt the extra point. This one's no good as well. And about pegged the official in the head.
Yeah, that was an ugly kick.
So now the Chargers with a 9-point lead. They score on the opening drive of the second half. It is McMinn Central 26, Kingston 17 on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Rick Scarborough. As a police chief, I spent my entire career serving and protecting our community. With threats to our Tennessee values growing, I'm running for state representative to ensure all our kids are protected and have opportunities with great schools and high-paying jobs. Anderson County is the best place in the country to raise a family. Please join my effort to keep it that way and defend our conservative values. Election Day is November 5th, and I would appreciate your vote.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week here in Harvey. Dan Shoemaker, as we get set for another UA Local 102 kickoff.
Had several of these tonight.
Yes, ton of pub for Local 102 up on North Broadway, reminding you that there is no substitute for a UA skilled craftsman.
Looks like we've got the same angle for the kick.
Yep. Quentin Gruber with the kickoffs.
Now we're changing the angle. Yeah.
And this one is kicked deep, and Whitehead fields it cleanly and runs into his own blocker and is pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So, again, really good starting field position for Kingston.
Yeah, nice little return right there.
You'll see on the Chuck Fleischman replay. When they shifted, so did Whitehead. So he went more to the right, and it was kicked right down the center. And Whitehead running through tacklers there. Sets up the Hammers 1st and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 39-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Whitehead, and whoo! Whitehead was just about to break that thing.
Did you see the steam he was bringing right through there? Man, he was running hard, straight ahead, downhill run. That was nice.
Pickup of 7.
Yeah, nice hard run.
Dylan Carroll coming up from the linebacker spot to get Whitehead from behind.
Had he not gotten him, had Carroll not gotten him, I think he would have had a long run right there.
Oh, yeah. Reeder takes the snap, handoff. Whitehead again, more up the middle this time.
Close to that first down.
So they've been trying to run off tackles or around the end. So that's what they were doing in the first half. Wasn't really working for Whitehead. So they start the second half with their opening possession with Whitehead going up the middle.
Yeah, more downhill run right there.
And he's up to the 49. That's enough for a Hammers 1st and 10.
I think Kingston's idea is, we're going to make a statement here too, and just try to knock you off the ball.
Reeder, handoff Whitehead, counter play, started right, goes left, and Whitehead's pushed out of bounds, fumbled the football. And Whitehead
is he down?
Yeah, he's slow. He got pushed out hard.
He got pushed hard. I wonder if he fell on the ball or knocked the wind out of you.
Let's see this Chuck Fleischman replay.
Nice little sweep, just two pullers out in front. No, he didn't fall on the ball. He did fall hard.
Oh, I wonder if he fumbled the football.
I don't like the way that right arm drives into the ground here.
Not either.
Charger 39-yard line. That carry good for a 1st and 10.
Yeah, it fell on it pretty hard, but Whitehead is up.
He's moving.
And jogging to the sideline, and doesn't look like anything's broken. So that's good.
Didn't have to put anything back in place.
No.
We've seen that before.
Here.
Yes.
On that field. So Hammers 1st and 10. Reeder, handoff, trying again to go up the middle, this time with Hamilton, and Central was ready for it that time.
Yeah, they squeeze those inside tackles down pretty hard.
Loss of 1 will make it 2nd and a long 11.
Looked like Will Benton on the inside right there, just dominating.
See Swice good in the game. He's got a cast on his right arm.
I saw that.
I was wondering why he wasn't carrying the football more. That would explain it.
That would.
And again, Hamilton was touched in the backfield, but not brought down. Gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Yeah, that was Will Benton again. He's holding court right there in the middle.
So that'll bring up 3rd and just over 10. So Kingston's made it to the McMinn Central side of the field. Still 40 yards away. Got a 3rd and long here. You're a running team. I think you just need to make sure this next play is positive.
Yeah, I think if you get half of this, going for it on 4th is no big deal.
Handoff, Hamilton starts to the right, cuts it up the middle, and just what the doctor ordered, got about half of it.
Well, that's a good point.
No.
Gets it to the 35.
You see linebackers blitzing everywhere, and they just found a crease. Got inside, got 5 yards. Will Benton back in for the Chargers. He's got some fresh tape on that left hand. May have injured his hand, wrist, or whatever.
4th and a long 5. 2-back set. Reader, the
Charger football. Will Benton falls on it.
fumble on the play.
Big boy charisma with a
wow.
Salute.
So you see, that's Will Benton, and that's the young man we pointed out earlier because he caught the clocked football off the bounce.
Right.
And was pretending that he was going to run it back. So look on this Chuck Fleischman replay. I don't know what happened on this snap. It just didn't go anywhere.
I think it hit his leg
and
or slipped out of his hand or something. That's crazy.
And Benton saw it. Saw the football just kind of sitting there, and he was like, hey, I want this thing.
Yeah, this is mine.
So Chargers take over. Hammers 1st and 10. They're at the 36-yard line. Handoff. McCarty. And McCarty spinning, breaking tackles.
Yeah, about 6, maybe 7.
They'll give him the 43.
Nice run.
Yeah.
Good push up front right now, too.
Bring up 2nd and 4. Handoff, McCarty again. Starts up the middle, bounces it outside. Tackled by Hamilton out of bounds. Clock will continue to run. He'll be about a yard short of the 1st.
They shut it off inside, and he bounced it out. Boom, there he goes. Goes wide on the replay there. Nice run.
3rd and 1. Just heard a Kingston fan yell, watch the ball. Probably a good idea. 3rd and 1. And again, this is not Clemens in the game. It's Bryson Neely. Remember, he ran it for a 1st down last time, and he's going to try to do the same thing, and he's going to do it. Knocking down defenders all the way up to the Kingston 45-yard line.
46, Joey can't get there to tackle. First down, Chargers.
He's a nice change-up. You bring him in, take Clemens out, and he can move the ball for you, move the pile.
So then Clemens comes back into the game.
First thing Chargers at the 45-yard line. Almost like a Seaman tailback for a play or two. Here's the snap with the pistol.
Clemens rolling to the right, looking, and then finds a check down receiver. Pass
incomplete.
Falls incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
There was really good coverage out there on the edge. That would have had to have been a really well-thrown ball. Well, no, he wasn't as open. He wasn't as covered as I thought he was, Aaron.
No, just bounced off his chest plate there.
Yeah. There's Coach Spanky.
Clemens handoff McCarty. McCarty up the middle. And give him about 3. Should bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and long. You would traditionally think pass here, but you remember we saw the draw.
Yep.
Last time.
Clemens with a tight end and H-back to the left. Back to pass. Looking, going long. He's got a receiver on an island. That pass is incomplete.
Wow. He had a shot to catch that one.
Oh, my gosh. That ball was so well placed.
Yeah.
Paxton almost came up with it. We'll see the Chuck Fleischman replay. See how close this was.
Oh, it was there. You just got to bring that one in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Incidental contact. He did get tripped up just a little bit. Ooh, still really close, though. And so now, 8 seconds on the play clock. It looks like the Chargers are going to go for this. And they are. Clemens starts to his left, now goes back to his right, looks over the middle, the pass is complete. Chargers with a Hammers 1st and 10. Finds McInturf.
Yeah, he's been a big target tonight.
Clemens, man, that release is lightning fast.
Yeah, he gets the ball out nice, quick, good trajectory there. Real easy to sail that one because you're rolling to your right.
So McMinn Central with a Hammers 1st and 10. Ball at about the 28. Clemens calls the play at the line. Handoff McCarty. Going to the left. He does. He gets outside. And there's going to be a hold on that block, and there's going to be a late hit out of bounds.
Let's see what this is.
So one of those is a dead ball foul. The other one is not. So you'll back it up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which will put it at about, I'd say, the 25 or so.
And then move it.
Then you got 15. The 15-yard penalty after that. There's the hold.
Holding Central. Dead ball. Personal foul, Kingston.
Late hit out of bounds.
Don't you have to mark them both?
Yeah, you got to mark them both. So they'll mark 10 yards for the hold and then add 15 back for
15 forward. Yep.
So at net 5.
So I said the 25. They put it back to the 24.
Moves the ball back to the 24.
And then you see the late hit out of bounds there.
Half the distance to the goal line.
Okay, half the distance.
To the 12. Where it will be 1st and 10 Chargers.
There we go. We got that sorted out. There's a little higher math going on with the half the distance thing. And,
yeah.
You know.
So the Chargers inside the red zone, 12 yards away from more points. Clemens takes the snap, handoff McCarty. McCarty again bounces it to the outside. He's looking for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Central.
McCarty's been a man on a mission tonight.
Yes, he has. And that one is a dagger for Kingston. With the type of offense they run, they're running out of time.
Yeah, they really are. That 9-yard deficit now has become 15, 16 if we can get this extra point. Or they may go for 2.
They might go for 2.
I don't blame them. Better go quick. They got 9 seconds on the play clock.
So they got Neely back in there. 2 seconds, 1 second, does get the snap off. Neely hands it off to a fullback. And the two-point conversion with Dylan Carroll is good. And so McMinn Central doubles up the score on Kingston now, 34-17, with 2:50 left to go in the third quarter.
Nice little run play right there. Carroll gets his shoulders forward, gets that good body lean, and just punches it into the end zone.
Kingston will try to respond. We'd like to say thank you, Big Orange Tree Service. No job too big, too small. Call Jason Stiltner. You can get gutter cleaning done, stump grinding, full tree removal, leaf cleanup, fully insured and qualified. That number to call, 865-414-5499 for Big Orange Tree Service. And like I say, another big thank you to Representative Chuck Fleischman on board, sponsoring our replays once again this year. Old Chuck represents Anderson, Roane, and Morgan counties and has since 2010. We get set again for another UA Local 102 kickoff. And that is UA 102 reminding you that there is no substitute for UA Skilled Craftsmen, a member of the United Association.
Something's going, I don't know, we're talking and signaling up here on this kickoff team. I'm not sure what the kickoff is going to be, but it's going to be something a little different.
Gruber will kick it off, and it's a high spinner, and a fair catch will be called for and made by Blake Hester.
Yeah, Hester got his hand up in the air, fair catch. On the high kicks like that, that's usually a pretty good strategy.
So Kingston will have a Hammers 1st and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 32-yard line.
Kingston needs to move the ball here and get some points out of this drive.
Two backs, hand off Hamilton. Starts to his left, goes to his right, and he will try to make the edge. He will be tackled right at the line to gain.
Yeah. They shut off the front side. Eventually, they shut the front side. So he bends it back. Nice job right there.
Hamilton just looking for room anywhere he can get it. That does move the sticks. So Hammers 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Reeder brings his team back up to the line, this time single back. That is Hamilton. And Hamilton, they fake the handoff to Hamilton, and Reeder starts forward, and then he's tugged back. Pickup of about 4.
Yeah, he had a nice run up inside. But then he gets corralled up, and then it's lights out. 2nd down.
Reminded me of a dog running with a leash behind it, and that leash gets caught on something.
Yeah, and then it's
minute and a half about remaining in this third quarter.
You know, and we saw that play a lot in the first half, and it opened up some run lanes on the outside too. That linebacker can't run out near as fast.
Reeder throws it up to Hamilton. He cannot find the football. Reeder had to hurry up and get rid of it because he was under a ton of pressure.
Yeah, it may have even been tipped just a little bit coming out.
And, man, if Hamilton could have located that football, that would have been a very nice gain.
Yeah.
As it stands, it's a 3rd and 6 with the ball at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, had he connected right there, I think that would have been a big yardage.
Hand off Hamilton. He's met in the backfield, and he stopped for a loss. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, Bradley Coffey came up, made the first contact that really slowed him down, turned him back inside, and then the pursuit catches him after that.
So your defense has had trouble stopping McMinn Central as of late. You need points, but you're on your side of the field with the 4th and long. Kingston's going to have to punt this away.
Yeah, I agree with this call. You're not ready to panic and go for it on 4th down in this situation yet.
Neese back deep to punt. Paxton back to receive for Central. And this one is short.
Yes, and a backspin.
And it will land. What, do we have flags?
Evidently.
I don't see the flag.
I don't see it.
Oh, it's right here on the sideline. I don't know. What is it?
I don't think the gunners were set before the snap. The gunners down here at the bottom of the screen, I don't think they were set before that snap. Now, if you're McMinn Central, you decline this thing.
Yeah. And that will put the ball at the, looks like the 43-yard line.
Yeah.
So, ooh, that punt only went about 13 yards.
Yeah. He didn't connect with that one. Came off the side of his foot.
So the Chargers back on the field with great starting field position. Hammers 1st and 10. Clemens, handoff, McCarty. McCarty straight up the middle. He's into the second level and more.
And more.
Gets that burst, and he's down at about the 35 of the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, nice run right there. Nice run.
22-yard gain. Just like that. 22 for 22.
Yeah, they're down kick scheme, pulling the guard back around, kind of almost a trap scheme, really. Is getting him up on the second level right now, and the linebackers aren't really reacting.
So the third quarter ends. McMinn Central and Kingston territory. They've dominated this second half. The Chargers lead at 34-17. Fourth quarter coming up in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Looking for a college with online programs that work for you? Roan State offers flexible courses so you can go to class when it's convenient. Roan State will be there every step of the way to ensure you succeed with resources like tutoring, advising, and counseling. Find out if you can complete your degree 100% online and on your time. Get started today. Visit roanstate.edu/online to explore your options.
Back at the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set to begin this fourth quarter. McMinn Central. Hammers 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Low snap. Pitch out goes to McCarty. McCarty is stopped after a gain of about 1.
Yeah, never quite got around the edge right there. Kingston did a really nice job extending the edge and letting the second level of the defense react and flow to that.
Earlier today, a check was presented to Kingston for $1,000 courtesy of OEB Law. The home team of every game that we go to gets a $1,000 check to go towards their school and athletic department, and that is something that I'm so glad to be a part of with Mr. Elrod providing that as this pass falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it was the pass was a little high, but very catchable. McInturf's have been a big target tonight.
McCarty tonight has 21 rushes for 174 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
He's been the story of this game.
You know, you almost have to pick your poison.
Yeah.
You know, you load the box, stop him, and then they're going to throw the ball outside. You take away the outside, lighten your box a little bit, and he's going to run the ball.
McCarty again with a carry on 3rd and 9, and he's got the first down. Why not? And he wants to get to the end zone. Puts his head down, runs over a defender. And he's inside the 5 with the Hammers 1st and 10.
Yeah.
First and goal from the 4.
Dominic Jack kind of pulling around, leading up to the second level. McCarty makes the rest of it look easy.
Boy, that puts McCarty up around 200 yards for the game.
False start.
Procedure call.
Central.
False start.
So Hammers 1st and goal from the 9 now after that penalty. McCarty will line up to the right of Plemons. Fake the handoff to him. Plemons going to the end zone. Man is there. It is what a play.
Yeah, that was nice.
Pass to McIntyre. Broken up by Abbott. Second down.
Isaac Abbott breaks that pass up at the last second. Trying to find McIntyre. So 2nd and goal from the 9. McCarty to the right of Plemons as Plemons gets the play call. Hand off McCarty. McCarty starts to the right, goes to the left, goes back to the right. And he's brought down
at the 6-yard line, maybe?
At the 6-yard line, 3-yard gain.
3rd and goal from the 6.
And you're taking time off the clock, too.
Absolutely.
Paxton and McCarty stacked outside the numbers to the wide side of the field right. Strong side of the offensive line to the left.
Hand off McCarty.
Run left, and he's hit.
And he's dropped at the 5. That'll bring up 4th and goal from the 5. Do they go for it here? They've missed extra points.
I was going to say, you don't have a place kicker that you got a lot of confidence in so far.
Looks like they're making McCarty come out of the game.
Must be a injury equipment.
Kingston scored all 17 of its points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
They've been shut out since. Plemons going to his right, looking over the middle. That pass is broken up, incomplete. So Kingston gets the stop, but they're 95 yards away from scoring again, down 17.
Good pressure here by Zion Ray. That pursuit rushes the throw. Makes it a little tough, more difficult. Great coverage in the back end.
So Zion Ray had the pressure.
Yeah.
And Xavion McCray had the coverage.
There you go.
Interesting. So Reeder, got to go quickly here, down 3 scores. Reeder, quarterback keeper.
Not much there.
Nope. They give him about half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9.
Kingston's struggling right now to get that next block. There's a decent block at the point of attack, but the linebacker who's flowing over or the edge that's squeezing down, they're having trouble picking that block up.
Hamilton gets the handoff up the middle, and Hamilton is stopped for no gain.
Nothing there. I think he lost a little bit.
Hamilton carries, stop for a loss.
Good penetration by the Chargers there, and yeah, he did. He lost a yard. He lost 2 yards. 3rd and 12.
It's hard to punt from your own end zone. You need to get a few yards here just to give you a little room back there to punt.
Yeah, and as I said, you're down 3 scores this into the 4th quarter with an offense that you primarily generate with a run game, which keeps the clock moving.
Yeah.
You feel like if a comeback's going to happen, Kingston needs to pick up a first down here.
Whistle on the play. Delay game, I think.
That's exactly what it is. That'll move them half the distance to the goal. So that should put the ball at the 2. And that will make it a 3rd and I guess about 14 now.
Tough spot.
Just inside the 2-yard line of Kingston here. 8 minutes to go.
So you didn't need that for sure.
No, going backwards.
So Reader 2-back set, handoff, Hamilton. Hamilton going to the right and is stopped.
Yeah, McMinn Central knows they're not throwing.
Yeah.
So you can watch just the blitzes, stunts inside.
That's about 4th and 13, I'd say. And
here comes the punt team.
Yeah, coming in a little bit late, but there's still 20 seconds on the play clock. So Nice with his heels on the back of the end zone. 4 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. He doesn't get this off.
They don't have enough players on the field.
Oh, man. Delay a game. Nice already had his heels on the back of the end zone.
Yeah, you know, McMinn Central could really load up and come after this one. And I think that's what they're doing.
Snap, Nice gets it off, and it will take a bounce and roll down to the 35. So McMinn Central still has really good field position, but that was a great job by Nice getting that punt away.
Yeah, he had to really focus and rush that one out. And that's not easy to do.
6.5 left to go in this one. I want to remind you, stick around for the free medical clinic Friday night scoreboard show. Season's winding down, guys.
It sure is. 2 weeks after this, and then we get into the postseason.
Plemons with McCarty to his left. Hand off McCarty up the middle. Why not? McCarty spin move, breaks a tackle, up the sideline, gets down to about the 19.
Yeah.
16-yard gain.
Chargers have really ridden the back of McCarty tonight. He's limping. He's coming out, limping a little bit. Might have rolled his ankle just a little bit on the end of that tackle.
Now, he's put up player of the week numbers, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
He's gone over 200 yards with 3 touchdowns. For a team that you expect Plemons, the quarterback, to get most of the yards through the air.
Yeah, little slant pass right there.
Just like that, and fitted into such a tight window. That's complete to Landon Giles.
Second down, 4.
So they give him 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Chargers not in any kind of hurry.
No, they're just going to take their time, work the clock.
Clemens takes the snap, and got a stoppage on the play.
False start, maybe.
That's what it is. So that'll make it 2nd and 9. But again, you know, an offense penalty like that just gives you more opportunity to run clock.
Run clock, absolutely.
Play clock resets to 25, and we've got under 5 minutes left to go in this game. Handoff up the middle and looking for the end zone and finding it. Touchdown, Central. Dylan Carroll, the young man who got the 2-point conversion on the last touchdown, now gets 6.
Yeah, nice run. I mean, it's just straight up B-gap run. Offensive line really coming off hard. Pretty athletic.
Quentin Gruber comes on to attempt the extra point. Snap is high, set is down, kick is up, and it is through. So with 4:40 left to go in the fourth quarter, the Chargers have put up a 40 spot, 41 in fact. It's 41-17, McMinn Central on your OEB Law Game of the Week. Back to the OEB Law Game of the Week as we get set for another OEB, it's the second week in a row I've done that. UA Local 102 kickoff. The UA Local, a member of the United Association, reminding you there is no substitute for a UA skilled craftsman. Gruber's kickoff, a high spinner, taken by Hester, and Hester finds running
space,
room.
Yeah, you got a little space in there.
They give him the 39. So I think this one's pretty much out of reach at this point.
It is, unless Kingston can figure out a way to score really quickly. And that's just not what they do well.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod.
That offense was cooking in that first quarter.
Yeah, it really was. And then you saw McMinn Central make some adjustments.
Yep.
And load the box and force Kingston to try to pass a little bit. And they don't do that really well.
Two-back set. Reeder throws the football. That pass is complete.
What did I just say?
Coach Pankey's going to wish you'd said that earlier.
Yeah.
Noah Johnson with the reception. Picks up 7. We'll make it 2nd and 3. Clock continues to run as we are about to go under 4 minutes to go in this one. Three wide outs to the right. Whitehead in the backfield. They fake the snap to him. Reeder with the keeper up the middle. He, I believe, will have the first down. He'll be really close anyway.
They got him close. Yep. They're waving him on.
Hammers 1st and 10.
First and 10, Jackets.
Jacob Reeder gets it up close to the 49-yard line.
No relation to Matt Reeder.
As far as I know. I'm not going to say that for certain. Reeder throws this one up for grabs. Pass ball is incomplete. Trying to find McAmis.
Yeah, it was just out of his catching range.
It's something you can tell they don't throw the football a lot. As we've gone under 3 minutes to play.
Second and long.
Reeder handoff Whitehead. Whitehead goes wide. And he's got the edge. Woo! Put the head down and laid a lick on somebody.
I think he got the first down.
Jeez, look at this Chuck Fleischman replay.
It had to stretch the edge to get there, but he had enough speed to get there and then lays a lick at the end. No.
It looked a lot more violent.
Yeah, it wasn't near as violent as on the replay, was it?
No. But Whitehead does pick up the first and 10. Sponsored by Hammers once again. Reeder handoff. This time goes to Hamilton. Hamilton loses half a yard.
Yeah, the penetration right there was doomed that play from the start. They're blitzing inside. And you see Rayburn come in A-gap, double A-gap blitz and untouched.
2nd and 11. 2:20 left to play. Kingston trying to end on a positive note. Reeder, handoff Hamilton, going from left to right. And
he runs hard, man. He runs hard.
They blew his forward progress dead, and I'm not sure Hamilton wanted them to.
3rd and 9.
And Hamilton's had a great game tonight, too. It's just been overshadowed by what McCarty's been able to do.
Yeah, it really has. You know, in McMinn Central, they're playing that 4-man front, kind of a 4-4 split middle 4-4 look. And that gives you 8 men in the box, 4 plus 4. And then now they're blitzing and stunting inside as well. Shuts down a whole lot.
Reeder looks to the left. He's got a man there, and that pass ball's incomplete. Off the hands of McAmis.
That may be the best pass he's thrown tonight.
Yeah. Probably so. That'll bring up 4th down. The clock's still running for some reason.
It sure is. I don't know why.
The officials blowing the whistle, telling them, hey.
Yeah, hey, man.
Stop the clock. That was
reset the clock. Probably about 1:10, maybe.
That's what I would put it at, if it were me. They're not going to reset it.
Oh, okay.
Fourth down, a direct snap goes to Hamilton. Little trickery, but that's going to be stopped. And Kingston turns the ball over on downs.
Stopped well short of the line of the game.
McMinn Central is 2 kneels away from a victory now.
Yeah. Snap it twice and get it. Go get to the locker room.
Boy, this game started out back and forth, extremely exciting. And then McMinn Central found a way to slow down this Kingston offense and this run game and give a run game of themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we got a lot of clean New Jerseys in them in the game for McMinn Central.
Plemons still in at quarterback. He'll just hang out and take a knee. And he'll have to do that one more time. Actually, he won't have to do it one more time. That should do it. So Kingston scored 17 points in the first quarter. McMinn Central scored 3. That means the Chargers went on to outscore the Yellow Jackets 38-0 to end this football game.
Yeah, that was we talked about swings and runs, I guess.
Yeah.
In that game last night with West and Anderson County. This game had some runs as well.
It did. So Kingston will fall to 5-4 on the season. McMinn Central goes to 6-3. And this is McMinn Central's third straight win in this series. And it's by more than a field goal for the first time.
I was going to say, yeah, a little bigger
in a long
margin
time.
This time.
I didn't see it coming. I really didn't. I thought it would be a lot closer than that. And I also didn't think that McMinn Central would win the ground game yardage.
No, who would have thought that? Not with how they have previously won ball games.
So this one is over. Let's see if we can get you some scores of interest before we check out of here. In the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 8 seconds, Cosby leads Cloudland 27-26.
Closer than I thought.
Yeah, that's a very close game. Farragut ends up getting the win over Jefferson County 24-23.
Wouldn't have thought that one.
Nope. I think Farragut's figured something out. On the other side of that, Bearden defeats Oak Ridge tonight 35-6.
Not as close as I thought.
Maryville is a winner over Cleveland 37-15.
Okay.
Wartburg beats Sunbright tonight 41-0. Let's see, who else? South Pittsburgh, this one in the third quarter with 4 minutes left is the last update we've got. South Pittsburgh leads Chattanooga Prep 20-19.
Ooh, that's a tight ball game.
Yeah, so a lot of good football being played tonight. And I guess that's it. So put yourself in the position of Matt Moody on the field right now talking to his McMinn Central Chargers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to tell them great win tonight. Got challenged early, but we responded. And now let's get ready for the last 2 weeks of the regular season and get ready to make our playoff run. Saw a lot of good things tonight that they don't normally do. I mean, McCarty has been the leading rusher for this team, but he took this game over tonight.
Yeah, over 200 yards.
And so, I think that's another dimension that we didn't think we would see tonight. So, I would talk about that as well. Hey, we're primed and ready to make that final push into the playoffs.
With as good as the passing attack has been with Aiden Plemons at your quarterback, if you can get that out of your rushing attack too, boy, that makes you dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you so multifaceted at that point. It really does.
So if you're in Brian Pankey's spot talking to his Kingston Yellow Jackets,
a loss like this hurts, but it still doesn't change their playoff picture one iota. I think the worst they can finish is second in their region. Alcoa probably is going to be first. That's the last game they have of the year. But they're still on their path. They're still on their plan to make the playoffs and start trying to make that playoff run. And so you just tell you guys, hey, we took one on the chin tonight, but we're going to come back Monday. We're going to watch film. We're going to get better, and we're going to get ready for – they're open next week. So So there's they've got 2 weeks to work on, getting ready. So, get ready to play.
So we SOR next week?
South of the river.
The Emerald Forest, south of the river, to see the Midway Green Wave host the Harriman Blue Devils. We've already seen Harriman once this year. We haven't seen Midway yet, but Harriman's got one of the leading rushers in all of Tennessee in Grayson Christ. So we'll get to see that young man play again next week at Midway. So we invite you to join us for that one. And stick around for the Free Medical Clinic Friday night scoreboard show. Give a call in to that and take part in that. I know a little bit later tonight, they're going to be discussing that Tennessee football game tomorrow. Big one.
Tennessee playing tomorrow?
They're playing. It's a team that they don't really care for very much.
Oh, this is the third Saturday in October.
It is the third Saturday in October. It sure is. So Alabama Crimson Tide coming to Knoxville. You remember what happened last time they came to Knoxville. Hoping for a repeat of that. But anyway, I guess that's going to do it. Brad, we good? He said we're good whenever. I say now. How's that sound? All right, for all the cameramen, for Brad Jones, owner and producer of tonight's broadcast, for Dan Shoemaker, for Chandler back in the studio, I'm Aaron Harvey saying so long, folks.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Upgrade your home with stunning natural gas appliances from Oak Ridge Utility District. Enjoy 0% financing with approved credit and turn your dream kitchen into a reality. Call today for a free estimate, get free delivery on all purchases, and enjoy handsome incentives on our appliances. Free delivery, 0% financing, and impressive incentives makes now the perfect time to switch to affordable, safe, and reliable natural gas. Don't wait. Choose Oak Ridge Utility District, your affordable energy choice. Call now or visit our website to get started.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually from over 700,000 patients who receive hope and healing. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. It means completing more than 400,000 appointments for wellness and primary care, and serving 107,000 heart patients, along with those who their hearts beat for. It means providing 24,000 cancer patients with life-saving treatments and welcoming 8,000 babies into the world each year. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.